Look, if you want to travel internationally, you may want to book an appointment to get a vaccine. Europe announcing they're ironing out plans for a vaccination passport. They're looking at what that will look like and what it will mean for travelers. And that means that Canada has little option but to explore it as well.
Vaccine passports is absolutely a matter of when, not if.
In Europe, the EU Commission has recommended easing restrictions on non-essential travel from overseas, with plans to create what they're calling a digital green certificate if you've received your second dose of the Pfizer, Moderna, or AstraZeneca jabs, or your one shot of the Johnson & Johnson. According to experts here in Canada, our government has little choice but to follow suit.
We see this increased pressure coming up on governments, if not duplicate, at least reciprocate, because we want to have some bilateral agreement. If my citizens are allowed to come to your citizen, I want to make sure that your citizens are welcome in my country as well.
It was a hot-button topic in Ottawa today, with the opposition sounding off.
Now is not the time to be planning for international travel. It's time to get vaccines into arms.
If it would help Canadians, I think we should be open to considering it. But for me and for our party, for New Democrats, the priority right now is to get everyone vaccinated.
A statement from the Federal Minister of Health's office to CityNews in part states many countries are considering proof of vaccination as the world looks towards reopening economies and borders. Canada must take part in these conversations, so no matter the requirements, Canadians have what they need to travel internationally. The director of Ted Rogers School of Hospitality and Tourism believes the federal Liberals must look ahead and get a plan in place.
You don't plan a reopening in 24 hours. You need to plan ahead of time, right? And that's one thing also that the industry wants from the government, is to have some kind of an indication of what is the date, what are the requirements, what will be the procedures that we can count on so that we can effectively reopen.
A recent survey by Ipsos found that 78% of people strongly agree that all travelers entering Canada should be required to have a vaccine passport. U of T Faculty of Medicine professor Carrie Bowman believes we already have an idea of what it will look like, including limiting the need for quarantine hotels.
You're going to have both doses. So you're going to need an element of medical information on this passport. Also concerns about that. And you know what doses you've had, when you've had them, and then of course you need a 2-week window after your second dose to be able to travel.
Once Europe launches its green card system, they say that they will be reviewing it every 2 weeks and that countries will have the ability to pivot quickly and close their border should a variant of concern arise in another foreign nation. Now, there is still one big wrinkle to iron out as Canada works on their plan. Currently, the U.S. hasn't seemed they've rather been quite reluctant to get on board with the idea of a vaccine passport. The U.S.'s participation will be crucial to Canada's plan, according to experts.